The insurgency in Nigeria forced thousands of its people to run for their lives. It pushed them out of their homes, with many escaping with nothing but the clothes on their backs. According to the International Organization for Migration (IOM), as of June 2022, 2.197 million internally displaced persons were identified in 452,219 households. An IDP camp located in Sabon Kuchinguru in Abuja has become home to hundreds of insurgency survivors. But in reality, the place cannot be called home.
But see the environment where we are living. Government is supposed to give us whether incomplete building that is wasting in this Abuja, or to take us to Nasarawa. So far we are farmers. Let us go and farm there in Nasarawa. Let him build one room for us so that we can wait there. Because up to now, our place, there is no peace. I'm having anger of our children, they cannot go to school. There is no government school that a government has assigned that these internal displaced children, they should go to this so school. We will be happy if our children, they can get education. That they lost their loved one. Please, they should look at their families, at the children and the wife. If somebody lost husband, they should look at the wife and take their children to the school, educate them and help them in life, so that these children, they will make a family. And for the government, please, we are pleasing them as we are living here. We don't want to live here. Our children, they are spoiling because we meet other community here. Our children, they are learning to be army robbers, to be smokers.
I lost my husband. I am suffering. The only thing we achieved since his death is engine, which was given to us widows that lost their husbands. And government gave me free accommodation because of being the leader of the widows. They later decided to seize the house given to me and gave it to another widow. They gave me 9,000 naira, and since then, none of his entitlements have been given to me, including his gratuities.
Since the departure of their breadwinners, the survivors of the fallen heroes have been struggling to regain their standing in life, but find it difficult to attend to their basic needs and that of their family members. Well acquainted with the struggle is Mary Emmanuel, a widow to a fallen hero.
Every day you hear of a soldier that dies, and this soldier has a wife, he's got children. Yes, you know, as a military man, you have your entitlements. You know, and when the man is no longer there, the next of kin is in position to receive these entitlements. And I can say, as for the military, they don't waste time in paying some of these basic entitlements. It's only in some, which is the major one, that is still remaining up till now. For like, it's a pity that for over 9 years, my case in particular, I have widows who have been there for like, their husbands died 2011. 2012, and they are yet to receive this money I'm talking about, which is the group life insurance.
According to Chief of Defense Staff General Lucky Irabo, the Boko Haram insurgency led to the death of 100,000 persons, displaced over 2 million, and caused damages worth $9 billion. However, Nigeria's insecurity stretches far beyond Boko Haram, as cases of kidnappings have become rampant, with 4,680 cases reported in 2022, as well as 653.7 million naira being spent by Nigerians to secure the freedom of their loved ones. Security expert Kabiru Adamu gives an in-depth analysis of Nigeria's security challenges.
If we look at data, unfortunately, the data does not suggest we're doing very well. My organization has a database of security incidents. So in 2021, about 9,000 persons were killed, and that's worrisome. It ranks us among the top 10 countries with the highest fatalities in the world. Only countries like Yemen, Iraq, and other countries with that type of crisis, and probably now Ukraine would rank above us in terms of the number of fatalities. Social existence does not exist in a vacuum. There are other factors that also interfere. An example is religion, where religious leanings or ideologies are very strong, and sometimes they limit the disposition of even vulnerable persons engaging in security challenges, as it were. But it is a valid concern. Two things that unfortunately worry everyone. The World Bank has released a report. I've seen the World Economic Forum risk projection for 2023. They've also emphasized it. These are the two things: are COVID-19 and then the Russian invasion of Ukraine. They have caused supply chain disruptions around the world. It has caused an energy crisis. It has, in fact, every planning that any nation can do has been disrupted by that. So the projection, unfortunately, is that the economic circumstances of most nations will continue to deteriorate. And as those economic circumstances deteriorate, the drivers of insecurity, some of which you've pointed out, poverty, unemployment, name them, will now continue to expand the structural deficiencies that expand insecurity. I have picked the manifesto of all the major political parties, at least 4 of them, and I've looked at them and I'm a little bit worried. They have lofty ideas, no doubt, but most of them, if not all of them, are very low in terms of methodology. I've had the single privilege of asking at least 3 of the major candidates questions regarding this methodology that's post-2023, and I'm also very worried that their answers were extremely shallow. So how do we proceed? First off, security sector governance. No matter the number of security personnel you engage, if you do not improve on security sector governance, number 1, enhance coordination. Number 2, ensure human rights elements are instilled within the security sector so that they understand that the ethos of their functions is the protection of the life and property of the law-abiding Nigeria. If our security personnel don't understand that and observe that, then the trust deficit that is at an all-time high at the moment will never be corrected.
Nigeria's security challenges is an urgent situation that requires urgent attention and all the possible resources as it continues to hamper with different facets of Nigeria's development.